Welcome to the session Internal Structure of Earth. Myself Chetan Konapure, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So this is the learning outcome. At the end of this session, student will be able to describe the internal structure of Earth. Now let us see what are the contents of internal structure of the Earth. Now, different velocity of the seismic waves arrived up to the surface, which depend upon nature of layer. So these four layers have categorized. First is crust, second is the mantle, third outer core, fourth is inner core. So this is about the theoretical part, but until unless we see the diagram, schematic arrangement, three-dimensional view, so the idea will not be clear. Now this is the two-dimensional or schematic diagram of Earth. Now several times you have studied the structure of Earth, but from earthquake point of view, earthquake engineering, you are going to learn this internal structure of Earth. Now if you see here, largely there are the terms, lithosphere, asthenosphere and upper mantle. So these are the purely geological terms, and this section is also magnified. So what is lithosphere, what is asthenosphere, and even what is ocean basin, at each and everything is shown here. Okay, even continent, all these terms are explained here. So basically this top portion, crust, next is upper mantle, then lower mantle, then this core, liquid outer core, and solid iron core, which is the inner core also called. Means basically there are 1, 2, 3, 4, or from first layer on which we are standing, that is on the surface of Earth, is crust, next is mantle, it may be upper and lower, then liquid outer core and solid inner core. Now this is again actually this is a 3D view, three-dimensional view of Earth, and the section is taken here. So here you can observe the oceanic crust. So crust on which oceans are there. Second is continental crust. Here if you observe this, North America, South Africa. So continental crust, oceanic crust. So basically the first layer of the Earth, top surface of the Earth, which is most cool, is crust. Then next part is the lithosphere. Here the diagram shown, there are two layers if you observe very closely. So top surface, white surface is crust, and next is a little bit yellowish surface is the upper mantle, and that combined portion is called as lithosphere. This total layer after the crust is known as mantle. So upper mantle, lower mantle, the differentiation is based on the temperature of the material, temperature, pressure of that material, and even the density of the material in the mantle. Next is liquid outer core, and this liquid outer core, if you observe, this is having magma lava, and in which the next central portion is inner core. So that is a solid inner core. Solid inner core. Okay, so here if you observe, different layers are shown. Three-dimensionally how the Earth structure is there, that is shown in this diagram. Okay, one more diagram, which is even we can call as now this is isometric view of internal structure of Earth. So oceanic crust, continental crust, both are shown here, and the thickness is also shown, and lithosphere, asthenosphere, these layers, their dimensions or the thickness of the layers are also given. And just see that this is crust, mantle, outer core, solid inner core. So the radius of Earth approximately 6,378 kilometers. and along that radius there are 4 layers. What is the thickness of layer, what is the material content in that, what is the pressure, temperature, all these things we will see in detail in this next slide. So I will start with the crust. So generally it is 50 kilometer, maximum is 80 to 100 kilometer below the continents, and the average depth of the crust is 70 kilometer. So these are the scientific term. More auric, it is discontinuous. Okay, so this is the specific gravity of the crust material. This is the top portion here. If you observe, this is called as crust, oceanic crust and continental crust. So that is crust, and next it starts with the mantle. So let us consider the top 100 kilometer is crust, and from crust to 2900 kilometers, the whatever layer is there, the biggest layer or largest layer is the mantle. Let us see. So here mantle is there 2900 kilometer below of crust. So the layer thickness is 2900 kilometers. Okay. So here there are 2 layers made. Scientific terms are asthenosphere, lithosphere. But if you observe the upper mantle, it is up to 700 kilometer. Why it is called as upper mantle? Because it is in contact with the crust. Crust is most cool and dense material because of atmospheric actions. The crust is the most cool layer of earth, and it is the upper mantle is in contact of crust. That's why the temperature of upper mantle is relatively near about the crust. Now lower mantle means the mantle which is in contact of this core, outer core. Outer core is very hot. That's why the temperature is transferred to the mantle. And that mantle is a lower mantle. So the temperature of lower mantle is very high. That's why there is a differentiation in this mantle layer, that is the upper mantle and lower mantle. Now here the scientific details are given. It is responsible as the plate movement, what cause lower mantle mixture periodic high density rock, the specific gravity is 5.5. Now this is core. Okay, so the core means both 2900 kilometers to 6731. So from 2900 to 5000 kilometer, near about 2100 kilometer outer core which is containing liquid. It is having a very hot material, and the temperature is always near about 4500, 4000 to 5000 degrees Celsius. Pressure is very high, and the central portion, that is the inner core, 5150 kilometer to 6371 kilometers around the inner core, solid nickel or iron, the most dense material in this central portion, that is called as inner core, which is solid part. So and the outer part which is surrounding to that, that is outer core, which is having lava and magma, which is having the very hot material, and this actually the temperature, whatever gradient is established in the 4 layers, that is because of this outer core. This is my question to all of you. Which is the largest layer in the interior of Earth is? There are 4 options. So in the entire presentation, we are discussing these 4 layers: crust, mantle, inner core, outer core. So the largest layer in this, that you have to give the answer. So you can play the video, you can check the video once again, and give the answer. Pause the video, give the answer, and then only end it. The answer is mantle. Okay. So these are the references for this video. Thank you.